So, as you, as much as welcome to Film Topic, everyone. I'm too nervous to look at the camera because I keep on forgetting my words. That's right.
Wow, that was alright.
Was it?
Good job. Well done.
Welcome back to Film Topic, folks. This is supposed to be a weekly online podcast show, but we've failed.
It's all lies.
It's all lies. We're trying. We've got the lights. We've got everything, and we do apologise. We try to upload weekly or once every 2 weeks, but we've had some personal commitment issues, and we're struggling to get the content out. But here we are today, and the Shazam trailer just dropped, so we've got together, and we just want to talk about it. So let's talk about it together.
Shazam, the most recent trailer. Looks great, doesn't it?
It absolutely looks brilliant. It just looks
tremendous.
like big with Tom Hanks in it.
It's just big, but with superpowers, right? Big with superpowers.
Superpowers.
Big with superpowers.
Oh.
Again, from the trailers, this looks like another step in the right direction for the DCEU, or the Worlds of DC, whatever they want to call it. Do you not think?
I completely agree
It's
with
more
you.
like Aquaman in that sense,
Yeah.
where it's more fun in tone, it's light-hearted.
It's got a lot more colour in the movie. It's not so dark and gritty, which I think that's what a DCEU movie should be, actually.
I mean, if we talk about... Should we just talk about the state of the DCEU?
I think we should talk briefly
We'll
on
talk
it.
briefly about the state of the DCEU. It's a shambles. It's a mess. Everyone's leaving. Ben Affleck's gone.
Keep going.
Ray Fisher has apparently gone, and his movie is cancelled.
Well, yep, he's just been shut down, he has.
Right.
Literally, the cyborg himself been turned off.
Ezra Miller has apparently...
He's writing his own movie.
Apparently he's started to rewrite the script for his own Flash movie because it's not happening.
What are you doing? Get yourself together.
Warner Brothers just aren't doing anything.
It's like, all of a sudden, right, they're just getting the whole concept of the shared universe right, and now they're saying that they don't care about it anymore.
Oh yeah, they don't want to do the whole
They're not
shared universe thing
interested
anymore. Justice League failed. They don't want to bother.
What are you doing?
So, you know, and then apparently Henry Cavill is maybe or may not be... I'm not clear on the Henry Cavill situation.
But doesn't he have a cameo in this?
There's rumours that he has a cameo, although the last thing I heard was that it was going to be his Superman cameo, but you're not going to see his face.
How's that going to work?
Because it was... it's going to be like a shot of him from the neck down.
Just a logo. Oh, it's Superman. Batman in it. That's his reference.
Yeah,
that's how Ben Affleck in the trailer made his reference. Oh, Batman, get him when he throws the toy in the
when
shop.
he throws the toy, get him, Batman, which again throws so much confusion because all of that merchandise in that shot in that trailer looks like official Justice League merchandise in this real world. I'm pretty sure there was
it's a good idea.
It is a good idea, but I'm pretty sure I even saw a Steppenwolf toy.
Why would you make
a toy of someone who tried destroying your world? Like it's like our society making a toy of Hitler or something.
God,
you know?
yeah, true. Oh my God, that's exactly what it's like, isn't it? So yes, I guess you could say it's set in the same universe. I reckon that they might do a slight reference like they did in Aquaman, like they just briefly mention a character or something, and I think that's all they need really, because it is a standalone
It's
film.
like you mentioned earlier, it'll be loosely connected to the other DC films probably, but it'll probably largely ignore a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the rumoured Henry Cavill Superman cameo is happening, then obviously it's connected, but I think for the most part it's probably just going to be its own thing.
Will it still have the mustache? What, like you said, there's a shot right from the
neck down.
No, it's just there.
I mean, making it harder for yourself. You're going to spend another millions of dollars trying to remove a mustache from the film.
You've learnt your lesson, hopefully, Warner Brothers.
Just don't. I mean, I'd like to see a Superman cameo.
Yeah.
But if it's from the neck down, then it's obvious that Henry Cavill's
I don't think that I would like you said, I would like there to be a cameo, but if it's just that, then I don't know.
It makes sense for the Shazam character.
Is it worth it?
I think it makes sense for the Shazam character to have like a cameo from Superman or someone. Because obviously he's a kid who lives in this world where all Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, everyone exists. So obviously as a kid he's going to idolize these superheroes and these characters and stuff. So I reckon a cameo from them in that sense would make more sense. Because
cameo in that sense would make no sense.
A cameo in that sense would make more sense. Does that make sense?
Zachary Levi, are you happy with the casting choice?
No, I'm not actually. I'll tell you why.
Why? Huh?
This guy was one of the Warriors 3 in Thor and Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah. He's jumped ship. He's on the DC. He's on the right side now.
Traitor.
He's on the right side of the Force.
Traitor.
I'm happy with the choice, and I can't like. I remember actually looking at early set photos, and I was like, really, that's the suit. But actually seeing it in the trailers,
Really?
yeah, actually, honestly, when I first looked at it online, I thought it's a bit weird.
I don't know.
It looks so rubbery and fake.
No,
I was actually one of the people who says that's not real.
No,
that can't be real.
When I saw the
but
set
however,
photos,
the set photos wasn't actually good quality. It was like 200p.
things always look terrible in set photos.
Yeah.
But even when I saw the set photos for the costume, I thought, no, that looks great. It's because the problem is you can't win. If you have a comic book accurate costume, people say it looks crap in set photos.
Yeah.
They complain. But then if you don't have a comic accurate costume, then people complain that it's not accurate to the comics.
You need to find the right balance, don't you, or something?
I always thought it looked good. And his great big massive biceps and triceps and muscles and stuff in that suit.
Yeah, I watched a video with Zachary Levi and how he's been intensively training. He's there pumping iron.
I can imagine.
He's giving it all, yeah. And apparently he eats a lot of chicken and broccoli.
This makes sense.
And that's what you need. I think what we're trying to say, he looks the part. He looks really good.
He looks like he's having a fun time. I was kidding, by the way, when I said I wasn't happy about the casting choice earlier. I think it's great.
I think they know what sarcasm is, Aaron.
Well, some people don't understand sarcasm.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, Zachary Levi. He looks like he's having fun with it. I mean, he just looks like an all-round swell guy in general. Because all the interviews I've seen him.
He seems really, really happy to be part of the team.
Yeah, he's doing much better for himself now than when he was in Thor and Thor: The Dark World playing Warriors 3.
He's a happy man.
He looks like he's got a lot of charisma in that film from the trailers that we've seen.
So I think this movie's going to play out like big, like with the movie like I've already said with Tom Hanks. I think it's just basically him. We're going to be superpowers, and it's like what if you were a kid? You're going to be like, holy crap, I can do this. And the trailer clearly just shows that really well. I think, and that's what I think what makes this movie look really fun.
This is what's going to make this movie stand out or make it different from other superhero movies. I think you got a kid in a superhero's body. I mean, when you're a kid anyway, you want to just be an adult.
Yeah, true.
Right, so you can do all this.
You want to grow up, then you realise, this is a bag of crap.
But then if you become an adult with superpowers, that experience is just going to amplify. Superpower. I just wonder, what are the rules of Shazam? What about when Billy grows up?
I think he can still turn into Shazam.
But does he look? Will he look like Shazam? My question is Shazam when he says Shazam and he turns into Shazam or Captain Marvel or whatever, right? Is it the interpretation of Billy Batson what he would look like when he's an adult, or is it like a completely different entity that he's inside of?
You know what? I don't actually know. I don't really.
It's a good question.
I don't know what to say about that. It's
a good question, isn't it?
That's quite mind-boggling.
That's good. That's gonna haunt you for the rest of your days.
What do you think?
I mean, there'll be some comic book wizards who watch this and be like, "Oh, actually, this is why. If you actually read a comic in your life, you would know this." Does anybody remember that The Rock was cast as Black Adam?
Yes.
Because if you do, well done. Because he was cast years ago. He was cast years ago, and he hasn't done anything since. I swear.
It's like, right, they go, right, you've got the job, mate. All right, when do I start? Like, it's just been forever.
Warner Brothers, they called up The Rock and were like, "Here, we want you to play Black Adam." The Rock was like, "Absolutely, I'm down. When do you want me to start?" And I'm like, "We don't know. We're just gonna give you a call whenever we decide we want to use you. Is that all right?" And The Rock's like, "Okay."
They probably just went, "I'll let you know, mate.
We'll let you know. Your waiting time is included, but not limited to 10 years."
And now the film and movie shows come out, and The Rock's at home going, "I thought I was hired."
He's gonna watch the Shazam trailer. He finds out Shazam's coming out. The Rock's gonna be like, "Yeah, I thought I was playing Black Adam. Why is there a Shazam movie? I wasn't present for any filming of Shazam." He's like, no,
Oh,
we're not using Black Adam yet. Later.
So
mate.
is he going to appear in the sequel if this movie's popular? That's what I'm going to think.
He
could return, but what if like the recasting? I think that's just
that's
just a middle
don't
finger to
recast him.
That's like a middle finger to The Rock.
You cannot recast someone who hasn't even been cast to begin with. Recasting usually been in at least one film before you get recast. You can't just. The Rock has been eagerly waiting to play this DC character. I can imagine if I was The Rock, I'd be sitting in my chair at my phone, waiting for Warner Bros. To phone me and be like, "Right, we start next week." You know, Black Adam is like the big Shazam villain, and
I'm actually surprised that he's actually not in this film.
He's not in the film. I mean, he might make a cameo, but all evidence would suggest that no Black Adam at all.
We need you 5 minutes. Get on the clock.
The Rock's in the middle of filming the Jumanji sequel, and something like, "We need you. Can you come in? I'm filming Jumanji."
No, 5 minutes.
We need an after credit scene. Black Adam, we need you.
love that. Hey, Black Adam.
I just hope that eventually Black Adam does turn up in a film at some point, because I do want to see Black Adam in film, and I want to see The Rock's portrayal of Black Adam.
Just love it.
It just doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
I just love it. I don't even say anything, just Rock, Black Adam, now.
Poor Rock. Although not poor Rock, he's a millionaire. I'm sure he can do without it.
I must be still annoyed.
I mean, I would be.
This film has some good reception. We're hyped for it, and they've had some early screenings, and apparently everything's just really positive.
The reactions from the early screenings are overwhelmingly positive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is all good.
I've gone lightheaded.
You've gone lightheaded. He's alright, he'll live. So the reception for this was tremendous from what I've read and gathered. You alive? Okay. The reception... He's still laughing at the Black Adams thing.
Black Adam, now.
I mean, we were excited for this anyway, but now the fact that there's good early reception amplifies the excitement, I think. Although I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket too soon. Jamie, I'm telling you, that is a real phrase that people use. As much as early reactions and early positive reactions make me excited for an upcoming film, a lot of the time it doesn't match up with the quality of the film. Because there's been many occasions where a film had an early screening and all the people who watched it said, oh, it was the best thing ever, the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And then when it comes out,
it's total dog shit.
The critics panic, the audiences hate it, and then you're left disappointed. So this is why I just don't like to rely on these early reactions too much.
Give us an example.
An example. Case in point, Captain Marvel recently. The Marvel one.
Actually, yeah, I thought you actually come up with, so, you know, that's good.
You thought I was going to struggle?
Yeah, I thought you were going to struggle to give us an example.
No.
But he did it, he accomplished it.
Captain Marvel was one.
Why are you so red, Aaron?
Because I'm warm, and I'm warm, and I can't...
Why are you stripping?
Because I'm warm. I'm not stripping, I'm not taking this off now, I've got to commit to it.
I think that the early reception for this will actually turn out to be good.
Don't put your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, don't put your eggs in one basket. However, this film actually, it's looking like it's going to turn out to be good.
Yes. It looks great. There's no reason to doubt that it's going to be great. And the early reception indicates that it's going to indeed be great.
How many times do you want to say great?
It's my favourite word. It's great. I'll tell you what, Jamie.
What?
April's going to be mental.
What does that mean?
Because we've got Shazam coming out. Then Hellboy.
You look really sweaty.
Because I'm warm. And the lights are on, I've got my leather jacket on, but I said I'm not taking it off, I'm committing to it. I've started with it, I'm ending with it.
So overall thoughts on the trailer, Aaron? You in your... Bang. So Aaron, what's your overall thoughts on the movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
I meant trailer, shit.
There you go. Oh, my overall thoughts on the trailer. I thought it was a great trailer. Good tone, good energy. It makes me look forward to what the future of the DC Extended Universe
does
is
like a really
like.
fun movie to watch.
It does. It just looks like it's going to be a fun time at the cinema. It looks like it will be very rewatchable as well.
It does actually. I you know, I completely 100% agree, and I've got nothing to add to that.
Yeah.
It just looks pure brilliant, and we are really excited for it.
Yeah, the future of the DC EU.
And as he said in his notes here, April is going to be mental.
It is going to be mental because we've got Shazam, then Hellboy, and then Avengers Endgame.
So what movie would you pick out of them three?
Probably all of them.
You would, mate. This kid works at cinema. He gets early access. Bet you get for free.
I don't really get early access. I get it for free, but I don't get to see it like a few days in advance or anything like that. I might get to see it the night before.
So you'll have your opinions first, you know.
I will, but I can't share them online or anything.
No, unfortunately not. So what's your thoughts on the movie? Let us know in the comments down below. And you're buzzed, aren't you?
I'm buzzed off my titteroo.
Titteroos.
I'm buzzed off my titteroos.
Pantaloon is coming off.
My pantaloons are jumping with joy. I'm excited for these.
Oh god, it's going to be brilliant.
It is going to be brilliant. It's going to be good. And if it's not, well, shit.
I've got nothing more to add for that. Thank you for tuning into Film Topic, and we'll see you in the next episode. I don't know when that will be.
Next week.
Hopefully.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao now. Ciao. Bye.